Yep. We're going to take it slow and steady today. This is Megan singing. Come on in here.
But I'm still on the ground.
We can do this. I got my coffee this morning.
I can find my wings. Find my wings.
You can find them too.
Patiently, I want to fly today.
That's our perfectionism.
But I hear a gentle voice inside me say,
And it can be my voice saying it for now.
that slow and steady steps will be my pace. Slow and steady steps will win this race. It will take some time, but the victory will be mine. Slow and steady, I'm gonna learn to fly.
Okay. You know, we don't like to take it slow and steady. We want our houses in order immediately. We want to get things done. We want to get rid of the chaos. We want to be able to snap our fingers or wiggle our nose and make it all happen. That's our perfectionism. And we have to stop that. It's just like losing weight. We want to we want to lose 10 pounds overnight, and it just doesn't happen unless you're going to have a colonoscopy. And then you have to do all this fasting and everything, and it's not fun. And you lose 10 to 15 pounds in 3 days, and then you gain it all back because you're just cleansing your colon is all you're doing. But you take it slow and steady. Slow and steady is going to get you there. And I'm about to sneeze. Got to grab purple rag. Ugh. I think I headed it off. Anyway, slow and steady is what we've got to do. Let me hit this button right there so it will focus on me. But we can take baby steps. And baby steps are in everything we do. Baby steps are, buzzing sound is getting me. Baby steps are getting our house in order. This month of June, we're drinking our water. We're getting our water in us. And I have noticed that when I drink my water, I'll lose about 4/10 of a pound. It doesn't happen every day, but I try to stay focused on it. Leanne and I are on the same page when it comes to losing weight. Neither one of us lost any weight yesterday. We stayed the same. I went out to eat with my son and my sister and brother-in-law, Robert's sister and his brother-in-law, and we went to this wonderful burger joint. It was a burger joint, but guess what they had to eat? And Justin had sent me the menu earlier in the day, and I've been there, and I kind of know what it is, and I know what I like to eat there. We have specific things we like at different places. And what I like to eat is a Juicy Lucy burger, medium rare, with cheese on the inside, and then it's covered in pimento cheese and deep fried jalapenos. That's my favorite. But they also have a side that is green beans, deep fried green beans, and they had a little breading on them. And I played a game with myself. So every other green bean I would eat, I would pull the breading off, and I would eat the green bean by itself. So think about that. Playing a game with yourself so that you... And I had a little crud this morning, but not much, because I took care of myself. I've put together this wallet that I take with me. And I bought it specifically because my phone fits in it. And it's a little wristlet. but I've turned it into my going out to eat wallet, and I have my own little salt shaker, and it is a pink salt, but it's not Himalayan salt. It comes out of Utah. So it's an ancient salt deposit. And then I also open up, it's got my driver's license and it's got everything I need in here. Got my driver's license. And I've also put in here, now this is fun, my True Lime and True Lemon packets. True Lime and True Lemon packets. And I turned my tea, my unsweet tea, into something that I like to drink. And it's sort of lemony or limey, and it makes me happy. And so I restock this every time I get home. And I'm also going to add a little salt shaker full of True Lime, because True Lemon or True Lime. And those little salt shakers came from Amazon. You just look up small salt shakers, and they come with salt in them, and they're about $7. But this, my phone fits in here, and it just is easy to carry. It's easy to carry. I wish it was a brighter color so I wouldn't accidentally leave it. But hey, I could paint on it if I wanted to with a paint pen, but I'm just gonna deal with this. And the True Lime and True Lemon, it's one of the things that I'm a germphobe. I can't help it, and I don't like to get lemon or lime at the restaurant because they've got them sitting in a bowl, and everybody's hands goes in that bowl, and I know it's. It is what it is. It's probably one of the nastiest places in the restaurants where they keep the lemons and the limes. So I try not to get lemon and lime fresh. So I take my True Lime and Lemon with me, and it helps me to get that taste. And I can sprinkle it on salmon. I can sprinkle it on shrimp, because I like lemon on my shrimp. I can sprinkle it on eggs. I can sprinkle it on lots of broccoli. Is one of the best because it is crystallized lemon juice, and it's really a great little thing. So I've ordered a salt and pepper shaker. Well, it's a lemon and a lime shaker to keep here in the house and to refill my little. So I think I can cut down on my salt by using this lemon and lime zest. And that'll give me more flavor, because if I use it in my scrambled eggs, if I have scrambled eggs, some mornings I like to eat scrambled eggs, but I do it, it's not really scrambled eggs, even though I scramble them in the bowl. I cook over easy eggs where the yellow's still running, and then I add the lemon zest to it, the True Lemon to it, and it turns it into a hollandaise sauce. And it's just, I get little tingles here just thinking about it. So there you have it. Being aware, facing, we have trademarked the term financial awareness continually empowers. Well, food awareness does the same thing. Being aware of the food you're putting in your mouth. Now, yesterday afternoon, about 2 o'clock, I got hungry. And I'm listening to my body, and I'm drinking my water, but I got hungry. So I thought, I've got some packets of tuna in just, little packets of tuna creations. It had jalapenos in it, so it's got a little zing to it. And I had some pork rinds. So I put about 10 pork rinds on my plate and the tuna and a spoon, and I would put them on a pork rind and eat it. And it tided me over till dinner time. I wasn't so famished at dinner time that I wanted to gobble down the whole plate. And I ordered my burger without a bun, and they brought it with lettuce. And steady, you will do better. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on a second. I may have to go. My Wi-Fi's off, so I shouldn't get messed up anymore. I forgot to turn it off today. I got a list here, but it's not written very big. So, yeah, it froze because I went to my settings to turn off my Wi-Fi. So taking things slow and steady is really good. Good for us. Now, I put on a pair of, it's cool here this morning. It's about 60 something, low 60s today. So I put on a long sleeve shirt this morning, and I put on some yoga pants, which is the first time I've had on yoga pants in a while. And guess what? They about fell off of me. I've got to put elastic in them in a little bit. I've got to put some elastic in my yoga pants because it's very uncomfortable. Your pants fall down around your ankles. It's just miserable. But I got some elastic, so I'm gonna do that in just a little bit, so they'll stay on. The main thing here is taking things slow and steady. Recognizing, now one of my favorite things to drink in a restaurant is lemonade and unsweet tea. About a third lemonade and 2/3 unsweet tea. Well, there's a lot of sugar in that lemonade. It's a lot of sugar in that lemonade, and I have my goal. I'm just eliminating one thing, which is drinking the unsweet Arnold Palmer and adding the lemon juice to it, which gives me that little tingle that I need, and it gets rid of the sweet. Gets rid of the sweet. So I'm trying to eliminate sugar as much. Well, I've pretty much eliminated sugar for the last 11 days, and no ice cream. But I found a recipe for a mousse. It was like a cheesecake mousse, and it was made with stevia that I'm trying. And I'm adding something here. I'm adding a cup of hot tea in the middle of the afternoon, so that hot tea is good for us. Especially if it's an oolong or a jasmine or an Earl Grey. They've got some great, I don't know what to call them, but they help reduce the capillaries that are feeding our fat. And if we think of our fat as not a tumor, not cancer, but it's something that the blood flow goes to us. It has about 6,000 miles or 6,000 or 7,000 miles of capillaries in your body, and your body grows these capillaries to feed the fat, to feed the tumor, to feed the cancer. And stopping that blood flow to those areas of your body is a good thing, and the tea helps. We shared that link to the TED Talk. Leanne says it's 60,000 miles. Oh my goodness. I left off a 0. Wow. 60,000 miles. So those capillaries take up a lot of space, and they're feeding it bad. Well, Leanne, do you want to come on here with me? It's early for her, so she might not be all the way dressed. I told her I was getting ready to go on the show. You want to come on with me? Let me see if she's got her phone sideways. Let me see. Patty, I don't see your phone here. Leanne, turn your phone sideways and I'll bring you on the show with me. There we go. You got to turn your phone sideways and ask to be on here. Where is she? Okay. She's on her laptop, so it won't work. Okay, well, maybe tomorrow we can plan on it. I don't know. Let me see. I'm not showing you where I can add you is the issue. Oh, that's not working. I gotta go up here. There we go. Anyway, so let's see if she's on her phone now. I don't see her. There she is. Add. She got on her phone for me. Connecting.
Ha
This
ha
is good. There
ha!
she
Look
is.
at that.
You're gonna
Hold
have
on,
to move your
hold on.
hand.
Look.
There.
She got
I
on
gotta
her phone
take.
for
Got
me.
on my
I gotta take
headphones.
this out.
Connecting.
There.
Ha ha ha! Look at that.
Yeah, so. Oh, I don't know how to do this again.
You're going to turn your volume down on your computer.
Yeah, so.
Oh, I got to get rid of that. There it is. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
sorry
better.
about that. Oh boy. Let's see. Now I can hear you. There it is.
Yeah. Can you
Good.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. You got your coffee?
I've already had my coffee. I've been up since 5:30. Remember, I'm an early riser, so I've already done.
Not.
I know. We have opposite schedules. I was in bed last night by 9:30.
And I was in bed by 1.
Yep, it works. Hi, Susie. Good morning. Good morning, Denise. So nice to see everybody.
So what have you got going on today?
Well, I'm working on. I've got a webinar tonight. You know that I told you that I'm doing that CBD webinar, which is really fascinating. I'm still popping through this book. This is the Eat to Beat Disease book that you were talking about earlier. That I found that is just it's crazy, and you know all the stuff that you were talking about as far as the development of capillaries. And the thing that I wanted to say, because I just popped on as soon as I got on, but the thing I wanted to say that while fat isn't like a tumor, it has to develop systems just like a tumor does in order to exist. And if we look at our body clutter in that same way, in the way that we don't want to feed the beast, so to speak.
Exactly.
Yeah, we want to feed our body, but we don't want to feed our body clutter, because our body clutter it's toxic. That's the other thing that's so interesting in this book, is talking about that. And I love the whole, it's a mind blower. That's for sure. This whole book is.
What's the name of the book?
It's called Eat to Beat Disease. And the author is William Li, L-I. He's a medical doctor, and he's a genius, this guy. I mean, I had the opportunity to speak to him for a whole hour on the phone, and we're going to be doing some work together on a couple of different things. He's got a new book coming out. I'm definitely going to be promoting it. I love doctors that speak the truth, and this guy's well. Um, Everything in this book, I keep reading it going, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So it's one thing, you can get an Audible book for sure. I mean, we all love Audibles, but having this book, I'm finding myself with my little pencil writing stuff in here. And I'm sharing little tidbits of this as I go. It's called, there it is. It's backwards. Eat to Beat Disease by William Li. So it's a big, thick one. I mean, he's got all the research in here, and you know he follows the money, so this is research that you can count on. This is the real deal. You know, he doesn't have an axe to grind. You know, what he's trying to do is prove the efficacy of food using that instead of drugs. So you know, he's not bought and paid for by big pharma. He is bought and paid for by the farm community. Really.
Well,
So
somebody asked the question, how do we unfeed the fat? And that was in the TED Talk.
yeah, I would definitely go to the TED Talk and just type in William Li, L-I. But basically, it's the food that you would expect. Are a lot of the superfoods. One of the things I'll show you that he has in the chapters of the book. I mean, he's got endorsements here by everybody from, you know, doctors, well-known doctors, to Bono from U2 and Cindy Crawford to Mark Hyman, to uh, Nobel Prize winners and what have you. It's just like this book is really that phenomenal. He cracks open everything. But he talks about in the book, he talks about our natural defense systems. He talks about our immune system and how we cut out how we our DNA gets programmed and how we have to reprogram it. He talks about the evidence of food as medicine. And the evidence is just there she is.
Well, I'm
Is that
hoping this will help the sound because I
oh
wasn't plugged in.
I
I had
can
to
hear you
unplug
so much better. Yeah.
Yeah. This will
Yeah.
work. Thanks, y'all, for bringing that to my attention. I didn't think about having my microphone in here, but I had to take it off to put the other mic in.
One of the things that he has in here is he's got a whole chapter called Starve Your Disease and Feed Your Health. And he takes on obesity like a disease, but not in the disease mode like, oh, you can't help it and, it just happened to you or whatever. He just says, like, these are some concrete things that you can do. And he's very matter of fact about it. He talks about everything from the herbs, the spices, dark chocolate, I mean, is one of the things that, unless it's a trigger food, I always say, unless it's a trigger food, he talks about all of that. Liver disease, somebody was asking about, and I'm not sure if liver disease, but he's got a nice intense, I'm looking to see in the book if that's in there about your liver. No, I see nothing about liver. But, understand that your liver is crucial. Your liver is crucial. Your liver is the one that makes the bile that helps your digestive system. But if it's all clogged up with a bunch of junk, your that's going to be a problem. Your liver is not going to be able to produce the bile that it needs to do. It's not going to be able to filter the system that it needs to do.
People talk about fatty livers.
Oh,
and
there's no test really for fatty liver.
No.
Well, I mean, there is, but fatty liver shows up a lot earlier. And if we are very conscientious to clean our liver and eat clean the way that we need to keep the water flushing through, you just think about our system, our body as a system. You think about your water filter, think about your coffee filter. It needs to not be clogged up in order to work, right?
Our cars need fuel filters.
Exactly.
Our air conditioning unit needs a filter.
Yes.
To get the harmful things that are floating in the air out. So we all need filters, and we got one. God gave us the best one ever.
Yeah. Somebody was just asking if Brenda was asking, would love to heal my thyroid and get off my meds. Okay, I have to say something about this. That's a hot button for me. I'm going to tell you exactly what about Hashimoto's. I'm going to tell you a little bit about thyroid. You can go down a really slippery path and just get into a really bad place. But if at the end of the day, if you have to take one thyroid pill in the morning every single day and not eat an hour afterwards, what kind of a big deal is that? It's not. And I will tell you, I have been in the place of being in a really bad place for thyroid, but I still take my thyroid medication. And every year my thyroid medication gets bumped up a little bit because my thyroid is a weak part of my body. But I've learned to protect it. I've learned to protect what working part I have. And if I have to take medication to do that, great. Now, if your thyroid is not working properly, it can kill you. Brenda, your cousin has Hashimoto's. Do you know how many women have Hashimoto's? There's a bunch of women right now who are watching who are undiagnosed with Hashimoto's. That is just the stats. So, yeah. I have a thyroid condition and I will continue to take thyroid medication as long as I need to. So sugar causes high fructose corn syrup is like sugar on steroids. It's the absolute worst thing. Any kind of sugar is the worst kind of thing. So I would just say that what we're trying to do, and Marla, I can see it in your face. I can see, I mean, I definitely
can see it in my face.
Oh, totally. 100%.
Since you were here 10 days ago.
Yeah, I can totally see it. And I look terrible. I have just exercised. I'm all red and a mess, but, it makes all the difference in the world. You pull that sugar out and your body starts to deflame. it starts to cool down. And when you get rid of all of this inflammation, that's when you just start to drop the weight. That's when you start to drop all of it. And it's also, you're cutting off that blood supply to cancer and to fat. Isn't it interesting how they run parallel?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It is.
Anyway, are you ready to announce to the world what's happening with us?
I was wondering when that was going to happen. Yeah.
It's all I can do to keep from blasting it out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, talk about a surprise. So, yeah, I was just on the phone with Mark this morning, and he was like, well, I think, it's time that we started talking about it. Well, I am moving, everybody. And guess where I'm moving? Let's see what the guesses are. Medical medium wrote an amazing book on healing take the medical medium with a grain of salt. Just saying, there's a lot. He's got a big celery juice thing going on, and yeah, celery juice is okay to a degree, but it's not just celery juice, folks.
It's balance.
Totally.
It's balance in all things.
Balance and not moderation. Right?
Right.
Yes.
It's balance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Having the veggie, having the salad, having, as you taught us, meat about this size.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all about balance. And that's why I like segmented plates.
Exactly. You're just like a little kid. You don't let those peas touch.
Don't let the peas touch. In fact, I think when let's just say I have some segmented plates at the office.
Of course you do. I think that's hilarious.
And I like to eat one thing at a time.
I know you do. I know all these weird things about you. I've eaten many a meal with you. That's hysterical. Okay.
We have had some fun times eating. Has anybody guessed yet?
They are guessing. I saw Brevard a few times. Yes, Brevard. As a matter of fact, maybe 10 minutes away from Marla on a different hilltop. We'll be able to see each other.
It's going to be right behind me, right behind me, behind me, right there, right behind me. And we came up with a way to see how far we were from each other last night. We have this big, strong light, like 10,000 candle power light that Robert uses to see if there's bears in the woods and stuff. And so we can shine it up and they can look out their front.
And we'll be going like this.
Yeah. We might even, once we find you, we might even shine it towards your house and shine it right in your bedroom window. And you'll think, oh my goodness, the aliens
there they are. No, I'll know who it is. You just gave away your secrets.
But we're excited. They found a house and Robert and I went and looked at it, and it's a rental house. So there's no long-term commitment here, and it'll be fun.
I'm excited. We've got things. We have a big plan, and that is one of the reasons why I'm going to be there, so that we can. I mean, not only just so that. Let's just say we've missed each other. Let's just go with that, and we've never been in the same town.
We never have, but we've always worked well together. Mm-hmm. But we've looked for houses like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We spent with Amy how many hours looking at houses up here.
True.
It was just, and we just never found the right house. But she's going to be sort of isolated up on top of a mountain. And it's going to be different for her because she's not going to be in a city situation. But she always has a freezer full of food. So if it snows 18 inches, she'll be good.
Oh, I'm fine with it. I'm actually, it was interesting today too. I was thinking, I have an idea. I think I'm going to write about my year on top of the mountain, coming from on top of the mountain. For me, it's like I was telling you last night when we were texting back and forth, it was, about the stars and about nature. And, you can get so caught up with where you are. Mary just asked about Trader Joe's. There's 1.5 hour away. I'm good. It's okay. We'll just do a trek into town once a week. But, that view is spectacular. I'm going to be sharing the same view that you have. I'm in, and you know, I just, that feeds my soul, just having, you know, having that, the ability to be able to do that. So,
Well, let me tell you about when I moved to this area in 1994. I just felt a spiritual resurgence in
yes.
me because half of our county is national forest. Part of the county is the Blue Ridge Parkway, because you
Hmm.
can see the parkway from your house, and I can see the parkway from my house. But you're a little higher up, so you got a better view. And then we have state forest here. We have national forest. Half of the county is forest, so it's absolutely just breathtaking. And there's nature. There's, you know, being in the trees is so good for us. Just smelling the good, clean earth. Last night we had our front door open and our back door up. We haven't even turned on our air conditioner yet. It's so beautiful here.
Mm,
And we open up the doors, and the air is filled with this wonderful aroma of
mm,
just the mountains. And
mm.
it's a sweet smelling, beautiful feel. So when I moved up here in 1994 with my second husband, which didn't last long because he left and I never saw him again. But when being here, I looked around and I said, okay, God, I know you brought me here for a reason, and I'm going to stick around and find out what that is. And
Exactly.
I found out in August of 1996, I met Robert, and in 3 months we were married. So great things can happen here.
Yeah,
It's just a spiritual vortex, and I think it's been sucking you in for a long time.
it has. It has. The mountains really, they, like I said, it just really feeds my soul. And I know that being with you is really, I really need that right now. I need my sister. You are my sister.
You are my sister too. You just welcome to the family, because my other two sisters are on here. So welcome to the family.
Hi, girl. Hi, Patty. Hi, Dina. I'm back.
But it's going to be fun for us.
Yeah.
It's going to be, we're going to collaborate. We're going to build something out of, I mean, you saved my life. Um, in 2004, you saved my life. You put me on a plane, took me to Charlotte, and met me at the airport, picked me up, and took me straight to the doctor.
I remember
And
that.
I remember getting on those scales, and Dr. Neil helping us. And you know, he was ahead of his time. He taught us a lot.
Absolutely.
He taught us a lot about our bodies, and you know, it's just a power. I wish he would write a book, but he's too much of a perfectionist to let it go, you know.
Totally. Well,
Yeah.
we're going, you know, we have a new one in mind right now. You and I do.
Hmm.
I'm sure you've already mentioned that, but we're collaborating on a new one, and I
We
think it.
practically outlined it on Saturday.
Yeah, we did.
We
I know.
spent 2 hours.
I got all those notes, and I'm going, oh man, I got a lot to do here.
It's 11 pages.
It
I've deciphered
is.
the first page so far and made some bullet points for me to write on, but it's just kind of, it's going to be fun. We came up with the different sections of the book and the different things we're going to talk about. I got 2 pages of notes just on tips. Just
Oh,
on tips.
I
Did
know.
you did you see my wallet?
Where did that come from?
This is my go body clutter wallet, and I keep my lime in it and
Oh, there you
lemon.
go.
My phone fits in here, and I keep, get this,
Here's mine.
my pink salt.
Oh, girl, you got this. Look at the tiny one. I have a little fat one. I want a pink tiny one like
I
that.
got 4 of them. You can have one of them when you get
Okay.
here.
You know I will. I'll be nagging you for that one.
But it's just adorable,
It is adorable. It's just
and
right.
it has all the things I need when I go out to eat. I probably need to put a carb counter book in it, a little carb counting
That's a
book.
really, really, really good idea. They're tiny. You can find one
Hmm.
on Amazon.
Yeah,
I
I'll
had
find
one.
it. You froze up on us. There you go. Yeah, you're probably getting a call or something.
Yeah, it was actually our guy. I'll tell you later about him. But,
Okay.
yeah. So, what was I going to say? I have a team meeting here in 5 minutes,
Okay.
but I wanted, she got it on Amazon. It's real salt.
It's
R
from Utah.
from
Yeah.
Utah. Yeah. And it's actually sea salt. By the way, don't eat real sea salt anymore. They're showing that there's plastic in it. There it is, real salt. And if you look, yeah, the body clutter, the body clutter extra, the body clutter auxiliary, you can find that on savingdinner.com. It's store.savingdinner.com/
If they look in the flight plan,
body
there's a
clutter.
link to it
There you
with
go.
yeah, there's a link to it for the daily video. There's a link to it.
Totally,
So
100%.
go to your meeting, and do you have a date when you're leaving yet?
July 11th.
Okay, still the
Yeah,
11th. That's a month from today.
It is a month from today. We are leaving July 11th to go on the road. We're still going back and forth between, do we drive the truck ourselves or do we gonna have somebody do it for us? So if anybody has a good recommendation on somebody that's not going to cost us, my firstborn, let me know.
We don't want that.
Oh, yeah, no, we don't want that. I want to keep that one. She's a great.
And what's funny is the lady that is the real estate person handling the rentals is a dear friend of mine. I've known her since she was out of high school, and she has a daughter named Caroline.
Yep.
And you have a daughter named Caroline.
Yep.
So it's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool. Let's just not say it was an accident. It was not.
It was not an accident.
Serendipity.
No.
Yeah.
You found this house online. You said, "What about this one?" And I said, "It's way up there."
You know what? Way up there is great. I love way up there. I really am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to pitch black at night. The only thing that I'm worried about is bears. But, Mark has already said he's going to get a rifle or something I said, but I want you killing them. So he said he'd do something that would just,
Well, if you don't feed the birds, you really don't have a problem. We've lived here. Robert's lived here since 1976, and we've seen one bear here.
One bear. Okay.
And that was last summer.
Cool.
And it was a yearling. So it was up in the tree, and Loki Pup and the new puppy went nuts.
Yeah.
And
Somebody's saying get a dog. I'm not going to get a dog. That's one thing I'm not going to do.
No.
I love dogs and what have you, but we're too mobile right now. It wouldn't be fair to the dog.
It's heartbreaking to lose one too.
No kidding.
I did this weekend.
know.
It's just heartbreaking, and you just have to go get another one.
Well, I haven't had a dog since my David dog died, so I haven't. I read what you said about it's not terrible to go replace your dog, but for me that it just didn't fit. And
David was a special dog,
wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
His name was Little David. My son named him after his best friend when he was 6 years old. And he was just a prince, that dog. He was incredible. So,
well,
anyway.
I've had dogs to save my life that I got at the pound. I remember I was running a store one time, and I got this man came in early in the morning, and this dog loved everybody. And Justin had named him Ranger. So
I love it. Everybody's telling me about getting snowed in. Hey, guys, I live in Boulder. I've been snowed in.
It snowed on her birthday this year.
Yes, it did.
In May, yeah.
In May. We had flurries in June. So let's just talk about that. It's crazy.
So we'll have 2 snows.
Yeah.
One of them will probably be big, and the others will be little, and by noon they'll be gone. So
I'm good with that. I can handle it.
Well,
all right, my friend. Love you.
See you later.
Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Okay, folks. That's our news for the day. We're excited. We're just as excited. And they're getting rid of so much clutter. So if you need help getting rid of clutter, just follow Leanne's lead and put it out by the curb or take it to Goodwill. Well, let's see. There's The humane societies, there's lots of charities. They'll even come and pick it up if you want. You got to get rid of the clutter, and we're doing that with our bodies too. We're being more food aware of what we're doing, and not allowing certain foods to fool us, because tortillas will fool you. Tortillas will mess with your head because they are so full of carbs, it's not even funny. So let's be aware of what we're putting in our mouth. I'm going to go order a tiny little carb book to keep in my purse. I might have to use my magnifying glass on my phone to read it, but I'm going to put it in my purse. My little go to dinner bag. I love you all. I will talk to you tomorrow. So y'all have a good day and celebrate with me and Leanne. We're going to have a great time together, and our collaboration is going to bring together some amazing stuff. And I was glad to have her on here today. I love you. Quote of the day, tortillas will fool you. That's funny. They will. You don't know how. There's an app for carbs, but sometimes I just have to see it in writing. So I love you all. I will talk to you later. And I try not to get my phone out at dinner. That's why I keep it zipped up in my little purse. So it keeps me from grabbing it to check a text or a tweet or a Facebook post or whatever. So I'm trying to do better. Music, I don't know what the question mark about music is, but I don't know that you can hear the music too well with this on. Fly Lady Music is on our website. You go to the shop.flylady.net, and I think that's the address, but I don't know for certain. But you can find a link for the Fly Shop on the homepage, and then you can do it. The salt is on Amazon. Little bottles of salt is on Amazon. But you can put salt in a Ziploc bag too. A little flat Ziploc bag and put in here easily. And then you just close it. You want closing music. Okay, we'll see what I can do here. Let me turn things on because I turned it off. It was making a high-pitched noise. So let's do Why Not Today, because, there's no better time than today to get started. Let me find Why Not Today. There we go. Yeah, here it is. You can do it.
I've been waiting for just the right moment to start living the life of my dreams. I was hoping some magical moment would come rescue me, but it hit me today. There's no better time to begin. This day I've been given is my day to start living, so I'm jumping in. Why not today, while the sun is shining? Today, while I know I can. The past is behind me, tomorrow can't find me till I live today. So why not today, while my heart is ready? Today, while it's in my grasp. If I start out slowly, I'm confident knowing I'm still on my way. So why not today? I've been searching in all the wrong places for the courage to follow my dreams, but I finally discovered the power lies inside of me. I could spend my life waiting for something to show me the way, but I would be missing the wonderful blessing of embracing today. Why not today, while the sun is it's in my grasp. If I start out slowly, confident knowing I'm still on my way. Why not today? Why not today? Why not today?
I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow.